So we've got a suspended chair. That's pretty comfortable. It's nice out here. And working on a few things back here. We got a citronella plant. This is another wicking bed. There's nothing planted in it though at the moment. And got a few more out here. Mostly spinach, some sick-looking basil. Parsley's really doing well. This is pak choy. It's doing pretty well. And there's some kale over here that's not planted yet. It's just sitting in those pots. Rosemary coming up in the back. More parsley. This is mint and peppermint, and it's spreading and growing nicely. Bunch of pretty flowers that we're probably going to do something with. And these boxes down here have spinach in them. There's 2 unplanted tomatoes, and those are going to go out front in the aquaponics system. And that's about all we've got back here. So there we go. I'll tell you what, it sure is a nice way to spend a warm afternoon, sitting out here in this chair, just looking at your garden that you're proud of and the pretty forest back there, listening to all the birds. If anybody's interested, this is the container mix that we're using. Alright, there's my messy porch, and out front here, here's the aquaponics system. So the reason this bucket's sitting up here is it's just got one lonely spinach plant sitting in some media in a couple of cups. So this is pretty much it. It's up and running, and yeah, I don't think you can see them, but there's about a dozen goldfish down in there swimming around. So this big sump tank here is a 150-gallon Rubbermaid tub, and then we've got an Earthbox back there, and really just 2 of the generic Home Depot, Lowe's type of wicking bed. And then we've got some lettuce and spinach down there, and these little cuttings are just pulled off the tomato plants when they got planted, and should be able to root them in this type of system. And these are just floating with these little net cups like that, and the tip of the stem sticks down into the water, and the rocks called hydroton are just to keep it in place, really. And they hold a lot of water, got a lot of surface area, and they're great for biological activity. So it just sits there, and hopefully we'll get some roots out of it. Down there, where that hose goes into the water, there's a pump, and the water pump just goes up into those lines, and then distributes water to the boxes. And then it fills up the boxes to the bottom of the standpipes, and just fills the reservoir, while the dirt wicks up the moisture, and waters the plants, and then just circulates back down into the pond. Alright, so just to give you an idea of what I've got planted, we've got 2 tomato plants back here, a Cherokee Purple and a Roma. Same thing in the upper box, a Cherokee Purple and a Roma tomato. This box has 2 kale plants in it, and then that spinach sitting in a bucket. And down here, there's a eggplant and a Brussels sprout planted, and I've got some more Brussels sprouts here sitting in the middle. We just don't know where to put them yet. And so this box here on the bottom is the same thing as these other ones, but it's stock set up. It's where it kind of drains out the sides. You can see that white line down there on the edge. That's where a piece of tape is. but this one will just pour water in manually. Just fill up that tube until water comes out the sides, and that's about it.